After every trip, I like to have my sort of use it or lose it overview, debriefing, as it were. And this is the backpack I carried on my trip. I would say about 24 pounds, maybe even less. Yeah, so let's go through the joy of this is it fits under the seat. And I don't have to worry about baggage being lost or have to wait at the baggage carousel. I don't have to worry about even the overhead being full. Although if you fly business class, then you usually get on first and there'll be space. But, you know, I don't always fly business class, so sometimes I need to rely on the under the seat space. One tip is that, you know, some seats on planes don't have that if you're in like the front row or sometimes exit row. So you just got to keep that in mind. But that's not what this is about. Let's just see for this trip. This was 5 days in Mexico. If this worked okay, what was waste and what we could have done better so I can learn for future trips. First thing we have is my sweatshirt. Definitely have that no matter I'm in Mexico in June or July. It's pretty warm, but I would say that I definitely needed to bring this. So this was the wise choice. You just got to have a sweatshirt, not just for the outside in case it's cold, but the plane itself sometimes can be cold. So I like to just have that as an emergency. And it did rain a little bit and it got a little bit cold, so I used it a few times. I mean, at night it could be high 50s. So there's that to consider. Okay, next thing, clothes. All of the clothing I use for the trip is in this little bag, and it actually probably weighs the most out of anything in there because there are a lot of clothes in there. I pretty much arranged it so I'd have like one pair of socks a day, one pair of briefs a day, one shirt a day, and the pants I think I use 2 times for each. So that means 3 pairs of pants, and I just kind of rotated them. So yeah, that I think with pants you can recycle at least once or twice, and if you have to do more, there is a laundry machine. So what this kind of thing is, yeah, it was vacuum sealed, and as it expands and the air goes in, you get 2 pairs of slacks in here, 5 pairs of socks, and extra boxers, shirts. Yeah, so that definitely is needed, and this is, I think, the way to go. Downside, yes, wrinkles, but for socks, wrinkles, who cares? Briefs, wrinkles, who cares? And the shirts, most of the shirts are actually the type of quality, the material doesn't, wrinkles don't hurt them. So the pants do get a little bit of wrinkles, that's kind of annoying, but you want the special nylon fabric and you'll be okay. Anything else? Umbrella. And I only brought this at the last minute because I realized it's going to be raining every day in Mexico. Only used it twice, probably didn't even have to use it, but yeah, it's better to have it and not need it for something like that, even though there is a bit of weight. What else? These are actually sweats. They're made of like satin, so I can wear these at night, and it's extremely light and it packs up very small. So it's kind of nice to have a pair of sweats at night. Although, yeah, with that kind of weather, you don't really need it. And of course, you got to have the pump if you're going to have the bag. It takes up space, but incredibly light. So, but they go together. You can't have one without the other. I brought home a mask from Libra Luce. I usually don't have any souvenirs, but I had to take this one home. So we got a mask. So I didn't bring it out, but I did bring it back. Let's get moving here. What else? The extra pair of briefs that I didn't use. So I didn't want to put that. And this is all dirty laundry. Dirty laundry. Okay. Little pocket up here. We have emergency pair of glasses just in case. Always good because you lose these glasses, then man, that would make the trip hard. I could probably go to a store or something, but yeah, that would not be ideal. Let's do the side pockets now. These are my earbuds. The only time I used the earbuds the entire trip was for the plane, up there and back, but you need it, but they're worth it taking for that. What wouldn't be worth it was big headphones, so I should stop taking. One extra spare mask. That's just a little bag to hold stuff, and eyeglass cleaner. Didn't have to bring that, but you don't always want to use a shirt. Let's go to the side pocket right here. Anything in there? Oh, this little guy has legs and it holds your iPhone. Good for planes when you want to put your iPhone on a tray. So yeah, extremely light. I think it's called a micro stand. Packs up really small. Worth having. I bring that even though I barely use that. The clip to the bag. And anything else in the side pocket here? Sort of a chapstick thing. Probably didn't need to bring that. Let's go to the next pocket. This is the 360 camera. Yeah, these are really good, especially with friends for memories and stuff like that. It's just really cool. Or things when I was doing a bike ride down some of the main streets. It was just so fun to have a 360 view of my bike ride. Probably not the safest thing to do, but I lived. So it is worth bringing the 360 camera, even though it's a bit of weight. All of my medicinal needs, toothbrush, toothpaste, earplugs, hairspray, vitamins, shaving cream, everything is in here, and razor, that's what they call it, fancy words, and Invisalign. So this all goes in there, and I've got that pretty much as low as it possibly could ever be. If I stop talking yet. Really good, and this is a mini backpack, so it's a nylon mini backpack. It's just excellent because for the day trips, I don't want to bring this big bag around. Just I can put a few small items in there, maybe the sweatshirt in there. Perfect. This has been awesome. This is one of the best buys I've got. Just so small and incredibly light. Gotta have the mini backpack. Yeah, you forget that and it just really sucks because then it's harder. I have to bring the big backpack or just not bring my stuff along. And I do have my stuff. My new Ray-Bans I brought, I wore a lot. Sometimes it does suck having 2 pairs of glasses on you, but what can you do? My Raiders hat I did bring. I wore off and on, but if it was like hot out and needed a hat, that was my hat. Otherwise, if I didn't have to have a hat, why wear a hat? Oh, this is almost a story in and of itself. The gimbal. I used it one day, and I don't know. There are some benefits to using a gimbal. It's kind of cool, so you can take video and a little more stealthily, or what do they call it, candidly, without people thinking, oh, I'm on video, or pictures. But it's just kind of hard to hold up, and it's like sometimes it's easier and quicker just to take your iPhone and just scan around and do stuff. So I don't know. A bit of weight. I think I'm gonna have to reconsider on future trips. Gimbals are great if you just have time to, like, if it's a planned photography exhibition, you're going out and you got shots you're going to do, and you might take a few of them, you just got a lot of time dedicated just for photography, you're capturing things. When you're traveling with friends, they don't want to wait around hours for you to just sit there and set up shots and stuff like that. It's disrespectful, I think, to do that all the time. The book. Did not read one page. Nope. Don't know why I bring these things. At least I ripped out I said I wouldn't do it anymore, but I ripped out the pages I've already read, but yeah, so I think the books have to go on the waist side. Oh, that's the other side. So this is kind of like the side that's like, no, next time you should really consider not bringing those things. 2 boxes of candy that weren't even opened. I brought them there, had them for 5 days, didn't open one, didn't have any candy. They're just kind of emergency snacks in case I get really hungry or find myself just starving. Another story. This is the Zoom camera, the compact camera. The one time it would have really come in handy was at the wrestling match. Would have been cool to get some great shots. However, they kind of, I don't know if they say confiscated, but they held my camera until after the show. So, which is cool that they have a place for it. So you can they'll give you a number. But I could not bring this into the show. Other than that, I really don't think that this was very helpful for this trip. Other trips, maybe. Just depends on what you're going to be seeing. Like, if we had made it out to, like, the pyramids, then maybe this would have been good. But all it has to offer is that super zoom. That's the only advantage, and half the time I don't even have that with me. Oh yeah, this thing. This is the charger iPhone. I thought I could leave it at the bed at night and charge it, but in the end, or have it on the plane and charge it. Now, that's kind of a cool thing. When you're on a plane, if you're watching movies on your phone can be charging at the same time you're watching a movie. But I didn't use it. I guess that's the bottom line. I didn't use it, so that was technically a waste to bring. So I'm gonna put it over there. Tablet. Which is actually the big tablet box with a tiny tablet inside. I didn't have any other protection, so this is the Air. I would say the tablet was a waste. I used it, there wasn't much downtime. There's hardly any downtime, so I didn't have, what I did use this for was like going through my photos and looking at them and deleting the extras. So I would say, I don't know. I would say, I don't know, for this vacation, this wasn't real. I'm just doing what for this vacation. That wasn't really necessary or needed. That was just extra weight. In space that I probably didn't need to bring. Man, this is getting lighter now. We have 2 pouches left. Probably going way too long. A wallet. This actually would have been on me, so that doesn't count. What else is in here? Oh, passport and stuff like that. That would have been on me. That doesn't count. I just put it in the bag after I said, oh, sleep mask. Gotta have a sleep mask. I use this on the plane every time. Actually, in the Airbnb too. It got so bright in the morning when we were trying to sleep in that, that was... not fun. Sleep mask helps you out. Okay. Notepad paper. This goes every trip, and I did use this a lot this time for taking some notes on the fly. Charging cables, and gotta have that. Backup Apple charger to USB, gotta have that. I think a peso piece, and I think, yeah, one more cable. Oh, that was to charge the phone or the camera, which I didn't even use enough to need any charges. All right, that's it. My bag is now empty. Still weighs a bit even without it. So I see that what we didn't need: tablet, camera, gimbal, book, extra candy. How much does this weigh? Putting this all together. Not that I'm a scale, but whoa. Yeah, this is actually a hefty amount of weight. So now that I think about that, I could have not packed all that and still had just as good of a trip. So just stuff that I'll have to think about for future trips, and maybe you can think about it yourself for like your future trips. So maybe you want to get down to a backpack instead of a massive suitcase. I don't know, to each his own. Signing out for post-Mexico debriefing.